Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, artist conk harvest. As you can see, I've got a fair bit, but I did leave two of the biggest ones, and I found three more hidden in some other debris that's there. So I left a few of them there to spawn. They came off pretty easy. I just broke them off, and I'm going to dry them out now. So they're pretty good samples. These are as big as the samples I've ever got. That one's 15 centimeters across, 10 centimeters across, 15 that way, 10 this way. That's the biggest one out of all of them. 20 centimeters across, 10 centimeters that way. So 20, 10. They're not that thick. 3 centimeters thick. Yeah, very happy with the harvest there. That's a good size one too. Very hard as per normal. This one was down there too. I don't know if this is artist conk. It's just a bracket fungus, I think. There was 2 pieces of it. I thought there was 2. Okay, no, just one. Another bracket fungus of some type. Let's see how he goes. See what happens with him. Could be just a poisonous mushroom of some type. Seems to be work. Or it could be just the oldest one of them. But anyway, why they call them artist conk is this white here, you can scratch on it, and artists use them as canvases. So you could scratch and do pictures on them. So yeah, all good. I'm just going to dry them out, see how they go. They're very hard. I am not someone to make amadou out of it. I don't know really the process. By the looks of it, you take a trauma layer, which is that layer there. I think it's that layer there. Oh, it could be this layer here. And then ash light, beat it out, ash light. Lots of drama, lots of fooling around. Something I'm not really interested in doing. So, yeah, I will basically be ash lying the whole thing and seeing how they take a spark. So that's my go with it. Yeah, that's how I had the other ones. But these are a little bit different. They're not spongy. They've got a big sport tube thing, very hard. So we'll see what happens. I might just char them yet. I don't know. But anyway, I am going to dry them out. It's just a matter of just leaving them for weeks, months, if I have to. Just let them dry. Now they're off the tree. They are a parasite. It's indicative that tree is not in very good health if these are flourishing on them, because they suck the nutrients out of the tree. But That's why I took most of them off, but I did leave a couple there just to spore, just so I keep going with them. I'm going to talk to Jason and see what is the process of ash line them just as they are. I think it's pretty simple. I might, or I might just char them. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm in no rush anyway. I'm going to dry them out naturally. I've not had much success by putting them in the oven and trying to dry them out that way. They just go hard. There is a small one here. I might char that one and see how that goes. It's no big deal if I waste that one. But as you can see, I've got a fair bit. I had a heap of them down there, and I found more today. So, yeah, there's plenty down there. I think there's 4 left to spore, and they're the biggest ones. They're bigger than any that I've got here. So, one's, I think, at least 20 or 25 centimetres across, and he'd be sticking out at least 15 centimetres. He's like a big half dinner plate. So, yeah, and he's got another one underneath him. And I left both of them there, and another one underneath, and then 2 more down into the debris at least. If I went looking, I probably could find more in there. I just didn't really want to go too deeply in there. Yeah, it's still a bit cool, and I just don't like digging around in there too much. Might find a snake or something. I don't know. You wouldn't know what's going in there, scorpions or anything. Although winter, you wouldn't think that those sort of things would be around. But anyway, yeah, a bit hesitant. Australia, you just don't fool around with that sort of digging around in there. Bugs all running around in it. Yeah. Anyway, wanted to show you that. Yeah, good fun and interesting. But yeah, these are. I was just surprised that I had so much. So once I started looking, how many I had in to harvest and the size of them. And I was talking to my son, and he said, "Oh yeah, they've been there for ages." And I said, "Oh, thanks for telling me, mate. Yeah, there's 2 of them. Oh no, just the one of them. What char that one? It's very light. I reckon that'll char probably. Although it might just fall apart too. I don't know. Don't know what happened with that one." Yeah, he said, "Yeah, I've been seeing them around the yard for ages. I just thought they were just a fungus." I said, "Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for telling me." Anyway, he didn't know what was going on, so yeah, but that's just the way it goes. Anyway, thought I'd show you that and have a bit of a discussion about it and whatnot. I was wrong. They're not white punk. They're artist conk. Thank you, Jason, for correcting me. I'm always open to correction. If I get something wrong, I want to know about it. I did have. They had bits of stick growing through them. One part had there's a bit of fencing, bit of fence stuff there. It was growing onto the fence, and it's amazing how they just sort of adapt to their environment and just grow through things. So yeah, it's full on. But yeah, most of it come off pretty easy. I just basically snapped them off. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching.